Everyone, Jay at Lords of War on this another weekly update. Beautiful weather, finally. Looking forward to this winter ending. I see a lot of people out and about. Today, just another kind of talk about the all the events we have coming up, as we've popped a bunch of them into the calendar. So let's start with the next couple of weeks. We're going to continue the Escalation League game days. So they've moved to 1,500 points. I'm using this MIG drive-by paint here, by the way. Very good. Highly recommend. So everyone in the league, or if you want to just kind of late jump into the league and get some games, you can always message us via the Discord or Facebook. So that's been progressing nicely. Looking forward to that continuing. Is another month and a half, something like that. So it's been great. A lot of guys have gotten to meet up that way, and some have even kind of managed to get more games outside of the kind of the structure, which has been good. So we got that for the next 2 weeks straight, and then April starts getting loaded with some more fun events. So starting out with we have a Team Yankee event on the 24th, which is good because we haven't had an event for that game in 2 or 3 years. And a lot of people picked up tiny tanks and planes and things over the pandemic, especially early on, because they wanted kind of something new to play. So it'll be nice to give those people an opportunity to come out and play. And actually, I should just backtrack 1 sec. Before that, on the 7th, I think it's nearly sold out. We're running our first D&D Adventure League. So I've been asked for a long time about some sort of D&D event at the shop, and we've managed to kind of put one together. Matt will be DMing it. And so I think I want to say there's maybe a spot or two left. I double check. The tickets are on the website. I'll post a link as well. Should be lots of fun. It's first of I would say what will become a regular fixture, I'm sure. So I've been dying to get some D&D, or don't have a regular group. This will be a fun way to jump into that. So that's on the 7th, and then like I said, the 24th is the Team Yankee event. After that, we have a very special event on the 29th, 30th, and 1st. You've probably seen it. It's been talked about a little bit and posted about it. It's our 40k Soul Break narrative event. So we've been kind of like trying to think of cool ways to run an event that is organized, structured, but not strictly a tournament. So because I think that's you have a lot of options for tournaments, but sometimes it's fun to be able to just kind of like, or nice to be able to commit to maybe something that maybe doesn't require quite as many games, or has a little bit more of a casual drop in drop out feel, or just frankly just want like to tell a story. So it makes the army construction a little different. It makes the expectations change a little bit. Even if you lose a game, you're still adding a significant element to how the story is going to unfold and tell. So, which I think is awesome. So you're kind of just, the result is like, a win and a loss are equal, in that setting. So I think that's kind of cool. So what else is special about it? Well, it's 3 days. It's kind of like a mini, like sometimes people run like large weekend events in a venue or whatever, with like a lot of structure, prizes, a player's pack, things like that. It's all of that, but it's happening in our basement here, in our gaming space, and with all the same kind of like structure and things going on. So you'll be expecting, like, hopefully have a nice organized experience, and it'll have the element of being able to kind of like pick and choose your adventures. So on Friday we'll have an Aeronautica event, which will be cool because I haven't seen that played in like a organized format yet. Really cool models, really neat game. So we'll have that going on the Friday. You can choose to just sign up for that, for example. Then on the Saturday and Sunday is a mixture of There will be kill team games if you want to play small 40k. There will be regular 40k games where you bring 70 power. You can also form a doubles team of 35 power each, which I think is like really easy and accessible for those of you who want to maybe just bring a new small army or play with a buddy. And then there will also be kind of a big cataclysmic kind of mega battle game, I believe, on the Sunday. The Saturday and Sunday will both have lunch provided, so that's factored into the cost. And there is a cost savings for buying like the full ticket, which would include like all of the events. So I think it's like individually, like each day is a certain amount. I think if you just sign up for one day, it's like $35 or something like that. I have to double check; it's on the website. But if you like did all 3 days, it's only like $60 something or like it gets cheaper if you do the whole thing, kind of thing. But it's nice that like if you can only commit to the Saturday or the Sunday or the Friday, you have that option, which is kind of cool. So I think this will be a really cool event, and Chris, Matt, and I are like mega excited to run something that is like kind of very player focused, and we're trying to like give the community like just something different. I personally have noticed that the kind of the landscape of events around it is generally very tournament based, which is great. I mean, tournaments are fun. You meet up and you play, but I think not everyone's ready for that kind of that kind of thing, or frankly even comfortable with like playing in like a large group of people in that kind of setting. So obviously what we're running in the store is a little smaller, but still I think there's an appetite for it. And also there hasn't really been run before, that type of thing, to be honest. I haven't seen many stores or venues run that outside of like a place like Adepticon or whatever. So I think we're great. Already have some sign-ups already, which is awesome. So yeah, definitely see if you can make it and sign up. After that, there's more. May the 14th, a couple of weeks after that, we're then running or bringing back a miniature version of our famous Sword and Brush event. So Sword and Brush originally many years ago started as purely a figure showcase, kind of like a show where you it's for the painters. They bring their busts and their large figures and their historicals and whatever. Even a gunpla category, things like that, and they would kind of get together and show off their work. And there would be like a little bit of a scoring structure, and some little awards would be given out. But I think at its heart, it was just like a really cool like community event, and artists get to come and share their work and talk about what they've been up to. That's what it is at its heart. Anyway, my point is, we're bringing back a little version of it because we haven't obviously been able to get together and run the full one in a long time. So we thought, we have this pretty basement with beautiful lighting. Let's get a little one going. And also it'll be a springboard. We're gonna run the larger version like we did in the I think it was summer of 2019, which included gaming as well. So we got the little one at the store, the mini, happening, and then later this summer in September, second week of September, we'll run the large version, which will include your usual like tournaments and gaming, as well as the figure show. I would say the main thing about the little one that is exciting is we will have a small little space for vendors. Some people that make little things or want to we'll likely have Kevin from Rolling for Advantage come and have some of his incredible woodworking little projects. He makes all kinds of things, storage boxes, dice trays, things like that. We'll see what else is there. And just come and see some of the like incredible stuff that like some of the these are all people like generally from Southern Ontario, and you'd be amazed at like what just phenomenal artists we have living like basically this, next to you, so to speak. And it's a great way to get inspired, and ask questions. And believe me, these guys, when you come up and ask them, how did you do X or Y, they can't wait to tell you. Because that this is their chance to come and really just have a medium to talk about and show their work. So they're all very approachable. So I'm pretty excited for that. Chris and I'll have to likely find a moment of time and pause from our never-ending Warhammer projects to our wargaming projects, that is, to paint something new. I have some pieces I painted over the pandemic, which I can always also enter. So what's cool about, I would say, Sword and Brush, that is unique to, I guess, North America, not unique, but like, so maybe you're not used to, if all you're familiar with is something like Golden Demon, is in Sword and Brush, the way figures are judged is based on just like an overall rubric. So you basically, like, there is no single like first, second, or third that is up for grabs. It's any model is eligible for gold, silver, or bronze, so to speak, depending on whether they've kind of met the overall standard. So what's neat is like, if you're a guy like me or whatever who's like like it's like a cool little measuring stick thing. You can be like, oh, okay, like a couple years ago, I painted something and I got a bronze, and I was like, oh, that's great. So I got like I scored high enough to get a medal, and felt good about myself. And then I was like, next year I want to beat that. So then next year I did a little something more ambitious and tried something a little more difficult, and I won a silver. So now I have that incentive to try and kind of push and try. And then every model you paint, you have like a cool, like, you can attach that award to it, and you're like, okay, this is, I did this here, and that's how, and you can build on that. So I think for all of you that have been interested in painting, or just want to explore that more, or have just cool motivation to pick something out of your backlog, maybe you have a showpiece or whatever, or it could be. Here's the thing too: is it can be anything fantasy too, or sci-fi. It can be like you might have, like, I don't know, a Bellacore model you bought last year, and you've just been like, been like, oh, I'll finish it eventually, and I want to do a really good job or whatever. Well, this here's your excuse, kind of thing, to just give it a go, and just see how what comes of it. So yeah, that's the incoming events. I think, of course, April we'll have some Rise of Champions. I guess it will finalize. That's the event. The league will wrap up, and which is great. And so that I'm really excited to see that too. Just the culmination of 4 months or whatever, like a whole big chunk of time where people got their projects off the ground, built, painted. I've been tracking it on the Discord, but it'll be really cool to see it in person, really. So it's been a lot of fun, and just in case you're wondering too, in terms of, like, Chris and I have definitely lost some steam. The store's gotten busy. There's more projects to do, more things going on, which is always good, obviously. You want to be busy, whatever the case may be. But I think the ambition was large, and the progress is slow now. I got off to a good start. I mean, then I got sidelined by some Eldars, a Guardian. I'm working on the squad for my Craft World army. I've got Rangers that are almost done. So I wanted to do a full 40k, and a full AOS. I think likely I've shifted my goal. I'll probably do 2k of Stormcast still, which I'm gonna have to kind of get off my butt and get on that soon. Probably start getting some models assembled and prepped by the end of this month, and then have a kind of a drive throughout April to get that done. And then for my Craft World Eldar, we'll see. Maybe I might get 500, between 500 and 1,000 points done for that. We'll see. Yeah. And anyway, in the meantime, don't jump on our Discord, chat with us, ask questions, join the events. If you're out and about, come by the store, see what's happening. Obviously, Flesh and Blood is still rolling along nicely. Great announcements for the future, the new dual deck, and I think they're gonna have some other big announcements. They're kind of graduating to they call it Flesh and Blood 2.0 kind of thing. So it's like not an addition change, but games as they mature have these big moments or whatever. So that's still exciting. So yeah, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you.